wasn't sure what to expect. You know, we all knew Sharon had some challenges, and I was going up there somewhat blind to how my daily duties were going to work out. I can tell you it's been exciting. You know, the good things is what I didn't expect. You know, I didn't expect to work with the great groups, the Community Economic Development Commission, which is actively working, complete a strategic plan and working to do a lot of good things in downtown Sharon. The SAMI group, the Sharon Arts and Music Initiative, they put on the great Paint the Town. Working on the brown bag, which started last week and continues every Wednesday. And they have the Blues Fest, which did that last year. It'll happen again September 10th. Worked with the Beautification Committee and the Revitalization Committee when we've done cleanups, and one of them on Charlottesville Avenue was over 100 participants. So just to see the buy-in from the residents and all the volunteers for these organizations has really made the job exciting. The city, collaboration with the groups and also with our staff, we've made cleaned up our industrial development, downtown commercial property, and our residential neighborhoods. Just talked a little bit about the industrial Renaissance Commerce Park. We have an IDP grant, an infrastructure development grant, $708,000. We're going to put infrastructure roadway off of Broadway Avenue or Dock Street, Broadway Commerce Park, which will service Sharon Fence Company, moving to Sharon hopefully soon, and also it'll extend the utilities of those companies, and the entranceway will serve Sharon Metal Fence Company. It will serve Wheatland Tube, and it will serve Sunbelt Transformer. I think we hope to see job creation out of all those entities, due to this great grant we've received. Just where we continue to work with the FERCO on Bud Street Crossing. The crossing at Bud Street's been open since the '62 project. We're working hand in hand with the FERCO and working with Norfolk Southern to keep that open. It's been a great truck route. It's also used frequently by emergency services. So I think that's a project that's ongoing and certainly a benefit to the FERCO and the other industry in that end of town. Working on the downtown area with parking garage grant. It's $508,000. It's going to improve the parking garage. It's going to improve lighting. It's going to improve the facade. It'll make it a much more inviting, safer place. And as we know, the parking garage services many downtown businesses, at least Harmony Place Apartments, the Corinthian Banquet Center, and all the other businesses around there. And I think, by renovating that, I hope to provide a nice place to park and bring more people to downtown. We have a Townscape grant, which is a streetscape. We'll replace all the street lights in downtown Sharon, starting at the top of West State and coming all the way up to the library. When I was first took the position as acting city manager, and I was at the mall buying a couple neckties and a suit. The guy came to me and said, "Are you Bob Fiscus, the next city manager?" And I said, "I am." And he said, "What are you going to do about those lights in downtown Sharon?" And at that point I was thinking, well, I wrote me, so half of them were out. And it was real exciting to find out that we already had a grant that would replace those lights. And I'd like to thank all the downtown businesses that have helped us, and I'll be knocking on many of your doors in the next couple of weeks to get the construction easements to proceed with the project. It'll replace the ADA sidewalk ramps, the street lights, and also the decorative trees. Take some of the overgrown ones out and put some smaller ones in that won't grow to that point. So that's one thing I think really it's going to clean up downtown Sharon. We have the ongoing loft project with Shenango Avenue Associates. Continue to work with them and work to bring that project ahead. The developer is they're committed to construction date, hopefully early fall. I definitely would like to see that. I think the city's cleared all the obstacles that we can to move that project forward. The footprint of the property, we had to transfer a lease for the parking we had with a different downtown business. We were able to find another lot. It was also accessible to them, and hope that project moves forward. as soon as we can, because that'd be a great asset. Anyway, I talked to a lot of young professionals and out around Sharon, they'll tell me, we'd love to move it. We'd love to live downtown. It's a great place. We like the atmosphere. Of course, they're looking for viable apartments or a place to rent. And I think what the Winters have done with the Harmony Place and the Harmony 2, and also the people to get the lofts, it would be a great asset. Part of the excitement has been working with the Winters and the Winter International. Donna Winter, Karen Winter, working with the renovation of the FMB building. They brought a jewelry shop to downtown Sharon. I'm not going to still thought I'm going to let Linda talk about all this, but Linda's been great. The Winters bringing Linda in to help market for downtown properties. Brought a jewelry shop. The Clarencedale Cupcakes is coming. Of course, Donna's Diner and Laura. Cutco Marketing is above the jewelry store. And along with that, Mike Vizak, and in his building he's renovated, and he just told me that it's just about full. And also Mr. Controllers with Gilbert's Insurance, and their beautiful building, the Old Protected Life building, it's been renovated, and I believe it's full. And it shows me that when the buildings are renovated and brought up to the current day standards, that they're full. That people want to come downtown, and they want to be part of what's going on down here, but of course they need viable office space, and we're looking forward to the projects that are providing that. And on the residential side, completing a $3.7 million neighborhood stabilization grant, which was in conjunction with the Mercer County Housing Authority, that constructed the Whip Boozle complex on Russell Street. Everyone drove by. It's a beautiful building. It's constructed up on the hillside off of Water Avenue, North Water. And just had a meeting with the Housing Authority yesterday, and really looking at develop around that area. There's a number of vacant lots that they purchased as part of the grant, and to add some more housing. Really marketed towards a variety of different people. We have a redevelopment authority in the city, which is empowered, and they're doing great things. They're working right now on a project at the Wengler School. Decide what the best plan would be for that neighborhood. That's a great neighborhood when you're right up there. It's curb appeal and the brick houses, and then you got a park right there, and tennis courts, and the ball fields. And across the street you have a dilapidated old school that's been there for a number of years. Because a priority is come up with options on what we can do with that property to enhance the neighborhood and stabilize it. We just completed the Stanwell Avenue paving project, which was paid for with a grant. And good note, a few weeks ago we received $438,000 to pave Highland Road. Certainly needs it. Ambitiously, we'd like to have the road paved this year. That is our goal. Realistically, it might be difficult to do before next summer at this point, but we certainly hope to have it done this year. The other people I've met that are doing great things for Sharon, actually Jared Whalen. He's met with him. He's bought roughly 57 houses, I believe, mostly in Sharon. And talk to his plan. What he does, he renovates the house, makes it a viable house, and he after a first year's rent, he'll offer it to the tenant, and they can use the rent as their down payment. So he's really, not just in the rental business. He's looking to bring home ownership back to Sharon, which of course, home ownership will take better care of your house. So, I think when you talk to him, and we're going to do everything we can to help him. Mr. Wendland's doing some great things also. On that lines, I think our priorities as a city has got to be the way we look. We want it to be inviting, whether it's our residential neighborhood or downtown. We want people to want to come visit and want to come and live here. We're really put all the resources we could right now into code enforcement in the city. We only have one code officer, which certainly isn't enough for the challenges that we have. So we've utilized the fire department and also the city's clerical staff. They're come up with a good partnership where the firefighters are out doing crew inspections. They're the ones walking the streets and coming up with code violations. We're working with the clerical staff to send out the letters, because of course we've become overwhelmed with only one code officer. And then of course the code officer does the follow-ups and is issuing the citations. Along with that, we'll be asking for help. We are handing out citations, and there is no exemptions. We want someone to sit on their front porch and look across the street and have a nice house to look at. Saying that there are people in Sharon that have difficulty, may have a disability or elderly, have a tougher time maintaining their property. So at that point, we'll look for, seek out different organizations to maybe help out that person and see if they can help them clean up the one time, or at least get them back on track. Of course, with the state budgets and federal budgets, the city's always had its difficulties at budget time. We've tightened our belts, and we have seen a reduction in the amount of staff we have. We're trying to do it to minimize the effects on the city and its visitors. I think we have great services. I think our public safety departments, I think they're great. The police department, they work somewhat short-staffed at times, and they're doing a great job. Fire department, they've taken on more work. They're working with the code officers, and I'm really proud of both departments. We never want to leave out our street department. The street department also saw a reduction, and from what I can see, they're really picking up the pace and doing what they can. So I really think, I think Sharon's a great place to be. It's a great place to be the acting city manager. I think it'd be a great place to have a business, or to move a business to, or to live. It's it got to the point that a lot of negativity, a lot of thoughts. A lot of thought that Sharon has some difficulties. They're financially strapped. Some of the areas of town don't look that great. And I think those are all the ideas we need to overcome. We'll work as hard as we can to show that, look, we are cleaning up Sharon. Sharon, the downtown looks great. We got businesses moving to downtown. Our residential neighborhoods, the citizens are buying in. The citizens are coming out and saying, this might not be mine in town, but we're going to come down and help clean it up. We take pride, Sharon pride in everything we do. And I think that also comes to, from the city administration and its staff. We know we're going to have to adapt, and things are going to change, certainly throughout the years, change to improve the services we provide. Again, I thank you for your attention. I look forward to working with everybody.